My name is Idris Ekungba, and I am originally from Ondo State, or to be precise. I grew up here in Ilorin, Kwara State. I started my primary school at Ajoke Model Nursery and Primary School, and I went to FGC Ogbomoso for a year before I went to University of Ilorin Secondary School, and I graduated from the University of Ilorin. I studied political science, and I graduated in 2008 to be specific. I'm from a very big family, family of 8. I'm the first son, and I have four brothers and 3 sisters with me. We're a very close family, and my dad is the anchor of the family. My dad is an accountant. He's a chartered accountant. He's someone that cherishes education, and you didn't have a choice but to be educated. So education was important to him, and we all took it very seriously. So he used to work at Trade Bank, and when he left the bank, he started his own business, and he's been doing that ever since then. And my dad is pretty much my inspiration for starting Project Sunshine that is doing Aerostem Fellowship today. Oh, my mom is an amazing woman. I didn't get to know my mom much. My mom died when I was about 7, and she is the reason why I do most of the things that I do today. I live for her, and I try to reflect on what she would think about me whenever I do anything. And knowing that she's looking down on me doing what I'm doing today makes me happy. So yeah, my mom is amazing. I love my mom. Well, I studied political science when I went to school because I really didn't have too much of a choice. The way universities are in Nigeria, sometimes you apply for something, you get what you get, you still have to go to school. I always knew I wanted to be a pilot. I'm pretty good with my hands. I'm a skilled kind of person. And when I told my dad first, he did not even reply. I just said I wanted to fly, and he didn't tell me, he didn't say anything. He just walked away. And when I was serving in Abuja, one of his very good friends of blessed memory called me and told me to come see him, and I went to his office. And my dad started talking to me about my flying, and I didn't think he even thought about it, but he decided to help me get my aviation career off the ground and sent me to the United States, Phoenix East Aviation in Daytona Beach, to go do my flying lessons. And when I got to the States, I realized quickly that it cost a lot more than I anticipated, and I just had to do what I had to do as a man to make sure that I got through my flight training. It was a challenging experience, but we got it done by the grace of God. I think one of the biggest challenges when you get into aviation is kind of managing expectations. I think we all expect that we can just run through it and not have challenges. Aviation is set in a way for you to actually have setbacks early on in training. Because it's something you've never done before, you're just trying to learn a new skill, right? So you have to kind of manage expectations. And once you're able to start managing your expectation, things get a little bit better, obviously. And also mentorship in aviation is important. I was lucky to have a few friends that were already in aviation, and they really did their best to help me get through it. So if I was doing my instrument, I was already talking to my friends that were already instrument pilots, kind of helping me get through it. So those are kind of like the ways that you get through the challenges of aviation. Now, when it comes to the financial part, there isn't really much that you can do when you don't have the money to fly, other than just to try to work and do the best that you can to make sure that you can get through aviation. Now, I was lucky that when I was growing up, I was instilled with a very strict discipline of hard work. And I just rolled my sleeves and I went to work. I did everything that I could, and I'm glad that today it's paying off, even though I made sacrifices along the way. I didn't do what most people wanted to do. I wasn't into like going out and buying new shoes or anything. I was just more about saving money towards my flying. And once I was able to get my ratings, I started instructing full-time at Sunrise Aviation in Ormond Beach. I became an in-house check airman, which is kind of like an instructor that checks you to make sure that you're ready to pass to your next stage. And once I was completed with that and I left that, I went and flew corporate in New York for an amazing company called Tradewind Aviation. I flew PC-12s there. And it was an awesome experience. And when I left Tradewind Aviation, I got an opportunity to fly for PSA Airline, which is an wholly owned company of American Airline. And I've been there ever since. Today, I'm actually a line check airman at PSA Airlines. A captain that trains other captains and FOs when they get out of sims. And our job is pretty much to maintain the standard that the company wants to maintain and ensure safety for the company. So, and also be mentors to other pilots. So it's been an amazing experience, and I'm happy to be here today trying to give back to my community where I grow up and help them to get into STEM through aviation, which is really my passion. Well, I see STEM as the future. I think any profession that you do today, there is science in it. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And it's the future. AI is taking over most of the things. Doctors' office are using more robots to do their surgeries. Lawyers are using AI to research and get more information about their cases. I think there's a lot of things that encompass STEM, and I think about very low percentage, maybe about 5 to 15% of Africans even think about STEM, not to even talk about people that think about STEM in Nigeria. So I feel like giving the kids an opportunity to have hands-on experience with engineering, technology, science is the best way that we can help them prepare for the challenges of the future, and not just keep them in class to just learn the theory, but also give them the opportunity to get to learn the practical too. So I'm excited to not just give back, but give back through my passion, and also give back in a way that is sustainable for them, something that is meaningful for them. And the reason why we're doing AeroSTEM Fellowship is not just to come out here, teach them how to build RC airplanes, leave them with the equipment and go back. We actually want to be able to mentor them. So we're going to be staying in touch with them. We'll be back maybe every 3 months to check on them. We'll go to their individual schools. These kids are like training the trainers. They can go back to their schools, share with their friends. So when we come back and go to their schools, we can see how many people are interested, and then give more equipment, make sure we get more of these kids into STEM, guide them through their university education, and hopefully find some of them being pilots, being aircraft engineers, doing robotics, being computer analysts, doing coding and all that stuff. So we're not just looking at aviation. Obviously, we want to be able to be all-encompassing, and whatever their passion in science is, we're going to support them and help them achieve those. Well, my number one advice to the kids is be passionate, be engaged. Whatever it is that you're doing, do it with passion, and make sure that you commit yourself to whatever it is you're doing. I tell people, please don't have dreams, have visions. Have a vision. Dreams are not very clear. You kind of wake up from a dream and you're not sure what you've seen, right? But when you have a vision, you can really see what you want. Keep the goal the same, but the way you get to the goal, modify if you have to. And for the youth, I think we need to get away from waiting for the government to do things for us. There's a lot of information online that we can tap into. And I think we should kind of start using our resources to look into some of those information that will benefit us, right? There are online courses that are even free online that teach you how to code, how to do some of these things that some other country take their time to teach people. Please, let's start getting into these things. Let's help be the driving force that actually changes this country for the better. And I don't think I'm in a place to advise Nigeria, because Nigeria is bigger than me. But all I would say is that we need to start doing the best that we can to make sure that we can guarantee a decent future for our kids and for the generation coming behind us. Because 20, 30 years from now, these kids are going to be the ones that will be at the helm of this country, and they'll be the ones making the decisions affecting all our lives. And if we can equip them now with not just skills to build, because what we've done here is we've been able to teach them about teamwork, leadership, and also mentoring them, letting them understand how best they can harness whatever talents that they have. So I'm excited to be here. I hope the kids are enjoying themselves. I think they are. You can see how they're smiling and enjoying themselves. So we're excited to be here, and we can't wait to come back to deliver another amazing experience to them and their colleagues in individual schools. So the format when we come back is going to be a little bit different, but we're excited to be here, and I'm pretty sure they're going to enjoy it when we come back.